Okay, shout out to the girls and gays, because that's who this video is for. I know you're probably thinking, who is this girl? Why is she making a video about burlesque? But let me introduce myself. My name is Madonna Black. All right, Madonna Black, the BBC of Baltimore, and that's Black Burlesque Cutie. Nobody calls me that because they don't know who I am yet. But I did just have my very first burlesque show out in DC, Nerdlesque, hosted by Kimono Jones and Maki Roll. Awesome people, awesome performers. Thank you for having me if you're watching this. But yeah, so I have some video diaries and behind the scenes footage of me getting ready for my very first burlesque show. So I'm gonna peel back the curtain so you can see what it's like to really be a baby burlesquer. And yeah, oh, be cute in the comments, okay? These are video diaries and I don't always look camera ready. I'm not always the most presentable. I don't know if you got perfect skin and a perfect body, but I don't. So let's keep it cute. Let's keep it positive. I don't want to turn my comments off because I want to talk to y'all. But yeah, video. Let's get to the video. So I had this Puss in Boots idea for a little while and I finally had a chance to perform it. Right here, I'm just dyeing some white undergarments orange using synthetic fabric dye that I got from Michaels. I didn't have an exact idea of how I wanted to design my undergarments for Puss in Boots. Only thing I knew was that it was gonna have stripes because he has stripes. So I played around on the mannequin for a little bit and then just decided to keep it simple. Just stick to rhinestones and beads. I got flat back crystal rhinestones off of Amazon for like 10 bucks. I think I got like 1440 worth, like 1,440 rhinestones for like 10 bucks. And then I got these beads. I got glass beads from Michaels. Nope, glass beads from Hobby Lobby because they were like 60% off or some shit like that. And as far as the thong and garter, I wanted to add beads to them, but I clearly didn't. I just covered them in orange stones, but it did the job. It was cute. So after I was done with the foundation of my costume, I started working on the cloak and I started sewing this fucking cloak and the 4-way stretch fabric, I was having a hard time adjusting with. So I still have the cloak. It don't look that good, but child, I ended up going to Amazon and buying this cloak right here. So yeah. After I was done with the cloak, I started working on the hat. I bought an oversized sun hat off of Amazon for like $40, as you can see here. And this was the inspo that I was trying to recreate, but add my own spin on it. This picture I found on Etsy. And I went to Hobby Lobby and bought a whole bunch of different trim. And I had some leftover rhinestones, but I bought a bunch of different trim and some gold chain and a hot glue gun, and I just stuck that shit on. Next, I started working on the tail. I went to Hobby Lobby again. No, I didn't. I went to Joann's Fabrics. Ugh, I hate that place. I went to Joann's and I got this fabric right here. I didn't like the color, so I dyed it again. I bought some dark orange synthetic dye and I dyed it, and then I got to sewing. I hopped on YouTube and the cosplay girlies showed me how to make a tail. So it was just one seam. The fabric was 4-way stretch again, but this was maybe like a week after I finished the cloak. Well, bought the new cloak. So I had figured out how to sew on 4-way stretch. So yeah, I sewed it, I stuffed it with some poly fluff, and then I got some fabric paint and started to paint on dark stripes to make it the full Puss in Boots fantasy. I started making my pasties. I bought some buckram from Hobby Lobby because I heard that's what pasties was made out of. And I used buckram along with this foam that I had left over from when I used to make jewelry. And so I drew on the buckram little cat, did a little slice, boom, hot glued them together, and then started covering it in this fabric that I had from the tail. After I covered it in the fabric from the tail, I then started to rhinestone it, and that was embarrassing. Like, only one of them pasties looked good. Well, let me take that back. They both look good, but one looked better. The same day I did the pasties, I also took this dildo that I had that I could never use, cut the bottom of it off, and I attached it with silicone to this sword that I bought off of Amazon. And boom, fuck me if you dare. And one of the last things I did was the wig. I was a little scared on styling a wig because I've never styled a synthetic wig, and I wanted it to look decent enough. But I bought this wig off Amazon. It was like $20. I went to Target and bought some clippers because the YouTube girlies were telling me, don't you cut a bob without clippers. I knew I wanted a bob, and I knew I wanted that cat bang that I be seeing the drag queens do. So I took some clippers. I started playing around with it. It look a little crazy right now, but I get her together later. I throw some layers in her. You gonna see. B-O-B, so they calling you Bob. Yeah, I got it together. It look crazy now, but I got it together. And now for the rehearsals. So my silly self decided to wait until the last week to start actually dancing and constructing a routine. Beginner's mistake. Do not do that. And my thought process was like, okay, well, I need the costume pieces to dance with. Girl, no. And like my performance, I did okay, but that was the one thing I was insecure about. Like the dance moves, I didn't have them. Like the muscle memory wasn't there. I got nervous. I blanked out. But here's me practicing. Don't judge me, okay? Be nice to me. Talk nice to me. I'm learning. Okay, so I am 24 hours away from my big burlesque debut. I'm feeling excited because it's finally here. I just want to bask in it because I've wanted this for so long, and I've put so much thought and time and money into this performance, and I'm just really excited and hopeful that this is the beginning of a new era for me. I gotta get a bunch of stuff, so we're on our way to Target and then Ulta, probably the beauty supply, because I'm on the fence about wanting a new wig or getting a new, not wig, wig cap. And yeah, we have a list of things to get. So I'm back from shopping, and I am about to take a smoke break because my nerves are getting to me, and this is just so new and different. And I know I'm not gonna flop, but there's a standard in my head that I have for myself that I'm hoping to reach, and I'm just really afraid of not reaching it. What has me most nervous is just like the sequence of the moves. I have 8 counts, so like I know when I'm gonna take certain pieces of clothing off, but like the flow in between, you know, I'm not confident in it. I just want it to go perfect. I know it won't go perfect. I just want to walk away proud and make sure I don't walk away with any feelings of, fuck, I wish I would have did this. Okay, so we are hours away from the burlesque show. As you can see, my makeup is done. I'm really happy with the makeup. I am so nervous. I'm trying to like channel the nerves into excitement, but I am just, yeah, it's finally here. It's finally happening. Thanks for watching and reliving this experience with me. If you want to stay up to date on my current projects, make sure you follow me on Instagram at the Madonna Black so you can see all the behind the scenes stuff for whatever costumes I'm working on. So yeah, hope to see you soon.